AI isn't going to replace the workforce, but people who use AI are going to replace those in the workforce who do not. That's a quote, a meme that's been going around on LinkedIn and X quite a bit the last few months. And I got to say, I agree. Let me share with you a few ways that you can start to tap into AI so you can ensure that you're not replaced by someone who does use it more than you. There's 6 key things that I believe right now AI is really, really good at and that you can tap into if you want to get more out of your day. And if you can get more out of your day and the rest of your team isn't, then you're going to stand out. You're going to differentiate. You're going to be able to get more done. And ultimately, you're going to be able to get the jobs, the opportunities that other people just aren't. Let's dive into it. So the first one is research. AI can tap into research in a way that not a lot of people have ever seen before. If you're building a spreadsheet, instead of always thinking to yourself, I have to know everything, go to AI and ask for help. One of the features that has recently rolled out that I absolutely love is called Deep Research. You can also tap into a tool called DeepSeek, that does something similar to deep research, where it's ultimately scraping the internet in real time, looking at content assets, PDFs, resources. It's even looking at websites, understanding their code, and using that to help you understand a situation. For example, if you're creating a blog post and you need to do research, you can have a conversation with AI and it will give you that research. You can ask it to go out and do the research for you on your behalf in the matter of seconds. For example, one of the use cases that I have found really well in the personal side is I love the stock market. I'm a big fan of investing. I think everybody should do it. And I was doing research into stocks, and I would literally go to Deep Research and I would ask questions about my favorite tickers, my favorite companies, and it would go out and it would analyze investor reports, all of that stuff for me, and then give me insight. Now, don't get me wrong, AI does hallucinate once in a while, so you have to double check some things, but it was a great way for me to get a better understanding of things that were happening in real time. Research is a great way. Another thing to do is collaboration. Again, ask questions. If you have a problem, an area of opportunity that is sitting in front of you and you're not sure how to navigate it, instead of saying, I really have to ask my manager, or I have to go and ask the CEO, get their opinion, ask AI. Have a conversation with the AI. For example, I had a prospect who wanted to work with Foundation and they were pushing back against our terms. And I was like, all right, let me ask AI how I can separate my emotions, because I was ready to go. I was like, no, we're not changing this term. This is something that we've been talking about for months. Now you want to change it. So I went to AI and I was like, hey, this is what's going on. Give me some feedback, give me some suggestions. And the response was gold. I even uploaded my email that I was going to send, and I was able to ask it, how could I improve this? And I was able to ultimately get a third party, which is AI, to help me modify my message to fit the tone that I wanted with this customer, with this prospect. So you want to collaborate with AI. Also use it for planning, right? Like, one of the things that I've been trying to wrap my head around is, how can I keep everything together? I'm a dad of 3, I run multiple businesses, I'm trying to stay in shape, I'm trying to be a good husband, all these things, right? So I literally pulled up ChatGPT and I talked to it, told it everything that was going on, and it gave me the blueprint. It was like, if you want to do all of these things, you need to hire people in these roles. You need to also consider waking up a little bit earlier if you want to go to the gym. I was like, I ain't doing 5 a.m. So I'm sorry. All kudos to those who do. My 5 a.m.s are because somebody's screaming because they want to go downstairs and play. Like, the 5 a.m.s aren't happening. Either way, I'm able to collaborate with AI to get that type of insight of how to structure my day. They then told me, okay, I said to it, I was like, I'm not going to be able to go to the gym at 5 a.m. What else could I do? They told me to invest in a home gym. So that's what I started to do. I bought some equipment. Now I can go downstairs. Again, you're collaborating with AI to help plan your life, your business, all of these things. Creation. If you're in marketing and you're not tapping into AI for creating things, you're making a huge mistake. Claude is probably my preferred one, especially for writing. But you can use these tools to write pretty decent content. Now, don't get me wrong, I think writers are still a key part of the marketing mix, but writers who use AI can produce content faster, and that is a key win. Second, you want to distribute your content. So when you've written that blog post, you don't want it to collect dust. There's tools out there, one of my favorites, distribution.ai, where you can essentially upload your blog posts, upload your YouTube videos, upload your podcast. It will listen to the transcript, understand what you're saying, understand your tone, your voice, and then recreate a bunch of other assets based off of this asset that you produce. Distribute your content using AI. Tap into tools like Canva, tap into things like ChatGPT to create your stuff, but also don't be afraid to brainstorm. If you have to come up with something, have a conversation. I love the voice chat feature within a lot of these tools where I'll just like brain dump, hey, this is what's going on, what is your recommendations? And it will give you a bunch of ideas. The last thing, optimization. Optimize your systems, optimize your team, optimize your content. Use AI to improve the things that already are happening. Give it a rundown on this is how we're communicating, this is how we're managing our Slack, this is how we're managing our projects, and ask AI to help you optimize it for the desired outcome that you're looking for. Folks, if you don't want to be replaced, use AI. It is not something to be afraid of. It is something that you should use as an augmentation tool. We are living in the future. If you've ever watched Iron Man and you thought to yourself, I wish I had a Jarvis, you have one. It's up to you to make the decision of whether or not you want to use it or not.